Hi, I'm Craig. That's my brother Brad. Welcome to Weekdays with Craig and Brad.
Life is hard, but you can't give up. Let's have a conversation. Weekdays, we're gonna make it today. Weekdays with Craig and Brad.
Episode 71, Brad. We made it.
We did it. 71 episodes. We made it. We're still here. And boy, are we going to push it tonight. Tonight's going to be the best episode we've ever done.
Tell you what, tonight we are pushing it. We are absolutely pushing it tonight. We're pushing it to the limits, as you say, as you would expect one to do with the punk rock of podcasters here with Weekdays with Craig and Brad, which is the dumbest statement in the world. But in some weird way, that is true.
Yeah, it's very true. I'll tell you what,
man.
the favorite part of my day is doing this podcast and getting a little notification on my phone that we've gone live.
Oh, it's good.
I want to tune in to see what we're going to say.
Well, I hope tonight's going to be a good show.
Me too.
We'll find out.
It's going to be great. I already said it's going to be one of the best ones.
I agree. This is going to be a really good one. I'm glad you guys. The chat room already filling up, which is outstanding. Austin Faulkner, first one in tonight, and Mushi already resubbing tier 1 for 9 months total. Mushi having a Craig and Brad baby, which sounds really awkward, but congratulations, Mushi with the 9 months. Says happy Sunday, y'all. Thanks, Moosh. Appreciate that.
Craig and Brad having a baby would definitely make an interesting movie. As far as, some sort of weird 90s comedy. Two brothers who need to have a baby for some reason. And the wacky adventure that happens and unfolds.
And now it's like, in 2010, and now like that trailer goes on, it's like, and this is 2021, so it's real life. It's like, did you hear that there was 3 dads on one birth certificate for one kiddo? Did you hear about that one out in California?
Oh, hold on, say this again.
Yeah, so there's a birth certificate out in California for this baby, and there's 3 dads on the birth certificate. So,
oh yes, the throuple.
Is that a thing? That's the throuple.
Yeah. I've never read that word in my life until I saw that article. It was like throuple instead of couple. It's three guys, so it's a throuple. Somebody made up a word.
Like I said, I want people to live their life. I don't care, right? But at what point, when you start adding people to your relationships, right, does it just become like a weird cult? I think like you think of like David Koresh in Waco, right? When he had like 17 wives. How many? Like, at what number are you like? Okay, I'm cool with 3 wives. But the 4th, then you got a little cultist thing happening.
Yeah, I don't think you have an understanding of love.
Oh, that's a good point.
Once you get past a certain point,
Oh, I thought you were telling me that. That's true.
No, Craig.
I've struggled with that.
I'm talking about somebody that has like 17 wives. It's like after, I want to say like, okay, you fall in love, you get the first one. It's probably really meaningful.
Right.
Then maybe it loses a little fire. And you both want to mix it up. So then you get another person into the mix. Okay, now you got a couple of 3. Okay, whatever your thing is. You got a throuple. It feels weird just saying that, because I know that's a made up word that they just made up to make you click on that article. But then you get to 4, and it's like, okay, so like all 3 of you like were not satisfied, and then like you get to 10 down the road, and then you're like, what was your number? What do you do? And like, how does this all work? It's just crazy. I don't understand. I'm going to stick to 1 wife.
Like, how do we even know? How do we even know what's happening today? It's crazy. Well, listen, we're going to have a great show tonight, because if you guys seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title. Tonight, we're diving into Brad's shameful past.
I'm so embarrassed.
But we'll get to that a little bit later in the show. But trust me, you need to spread the word, because we're about to cancel this guy right here.
I'm basically asking for it at this point. I've been putting a lot of stuff on the internet lately, and something along the lines is going to probably get me booted.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
This might be it, and this video from 1994 might be it.
When you were 11?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Probably. You know what else is going to get us booted from the internet?
Yeah.
This. The YouTube comment of the day. The Basement Band coming in hot, saying, congratulations on episode 20. I love your, episode 20, episode 70. What am I saying? Episode 70. I love your dedication, guys. I like the even talk. You guys are punk rock podcasters. Lol, the underground. Lol. That's right. We're doing it and we don't care.
I should make a punk rock version of our theme song someday.
Or logo. You know, like you could, and we could sell it on, you know, we could sell little buttons. And like people could put on their jean jackets.
Speaking of merchandise, we should probably talk about the Mr. Zucchini Dude shirt.
Oh, we'll get to that in a second. But first, I want to finish and let everybody know, congratulations, the Basement Band, for coming in with 37 points today. Coming in hot for that. The YouTube comment of the day. It really sounded bad, did it? It sounded bad.
No, it's okay.
It sounded bad. I'm sorry.
My question real quick, is the Basement Band a real band called The Basement?
That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know.
If they are, check them out.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. Sounds punk rock.
Yes, very punk. Apparently we are the punk rock of that's good.
They would know.
Speaking of shirts, we have 14, only 14 shirts left. Only. So make sure you guys go over and pick them up right now at streamlabs.com/CraigSkits, the number 1/merch right here. It is the Zucchini Dude shirt, Mr. Zucchini Dude, the manliest manly vegetable man toy around. We only have 14 of them left. You can pick up any color you want. And if I can get it looking good, there we go. You can pick up any color you want of these right here. I love that yellow one. I think I'm going to buy one. But yeah, you can get any color you want. You got only 14 of them left. So if you don't get it now, you will never get it again. So pick it up right now.
Yeah. Should we talk about Mr. Zucchini Dude real quick and you know, share some of the features of who he is?
Sure, talk about it.
Well, he's got muscles. He's got abs. You can't really see him very good right now, but he's got a 6-pack of abs. He's got a mustache. He's got a headband. He's got nunchucks. He's got a sword. He stabs potatoes. He has potato stabbing action. For those of you that missed the whole backstory on Mr. Zucchini Dude, if you weren't following along with our culture this last week, our previous week, the Potato Head brand has rebranded the Mr. Potato Head brand as just the Potato Head. So we thought we'd create our own super manly man, Mr. Toy. And here he is on a shirt. And got a lot of good manly qualities to him. Fire in the background, blood on the floor.
Pretty much everything you'd ever think when you think manly.
Yeah.
But you know what I think when I think manly, Brad?
What's that?
A good hug. That's the most manly thing you can do.
That's how you know
What's
you're
wrong
secure.
with you? What's wrong with you? Come on.
I don't know.
Hey, check out this sweet thing I got from my nephew today. Your son. It's Luigi driving in a car. Check it out. Isn't that awesome? He
made that with those melty beads.
I know they're great. I just wanted to show everybody that because I'm positive he doesn't watch, but I just wanted to. You can just show him this screenshot.
My children do not watch this show.
Okay, there you go.
Yes,
okay.
I will. They are fascinated. They do know we change our names every night, and so they always ask me which one I'm going to be. In fact, I was one a few nights ago. My son wrote down Super Brad Man 3000. So if you followed that episode, he left a note on here. Oh, that name was because he decided that's who he wanted my name to be that night.
That's lovely. Yeah, I just figured that that people choose tonight, Craig, or C-Reg. So whatever you want to call, that's cool. All right. Hey, speaking of stuff we always have going on the show, it's time to talk about the hashtag Bring It Back Challenge. Brad, let everybody know about the hashtag Bring It Back Challenge and what exactly it means.
The hashtag Bring It Back Challenge is where Craig and I invite you to bring back an old phrase or saying that's kind of gone out of style over the years that people don't really use anymore. So we decide to pick one out. We'll tell you what it is. You film yourself using it, and then you share it with us online using the hashtag Bring It Back Challenge, and we'll feature it right here on the show. So some of the examples that we've used in the past are up your button around the corner, if you grew up with that phrase. Psych. We did You Go Girl. And most recently, we decided to go with Talk to the Hand. Talk to the hand. It's a form of rejection.
Tonight, we have our first double doozy, which is very exciting. As Alpha Reels comes in, and within a matter of seconds, watch the expertise that happens tonight with this one.
You see this, Mommy?
Yeah, she fell yesterday, silly.
Yeah, but it's bleeding now.
Right now?
Psych!
You're an asshole.
You know what? Talk to the hand.
Let's go. Let's go. That is how you do it. Alpha Reels, amazing stuff with the hashtag Bring It Back Challenge. That is how you do it right there. The
Got
double
two
dip.
in there. Yeah.
The double dip.
That's fantastic. You know what?
Outstanding.
Talk to the hand.
Oh man, and she loved it. She loved it too. Well, just watch her reaction at the end one more time, because at first she's like, "I'm mad," and then he goes, "Talk to the hand." She goes, "Oh yeah," she knows.
You see this, Mommy?
Yeah, she fell yesterday, silly.
Yeah, but it's bleeding now.
Right now?
Psych!
You're an asshole.
You know what? Talk to the hand.
See, the straight up laugh. She straight up laughs. She knows it's funny. She knows it's funny. Oh man, Alpha Reels, way to go.
And that was a good psych too.
That was he drew it out. He let her know it was not legit. Now listen, I don't. Hey, however you talk in front of your kids, that's your prerogative. Whatever. But I'll tell you what, the talk to the hand came out of nowhere, and she knew it. It was great. Love that. That was outstanding stuff, man. Oh my God. Let's just stop down for just 1 second. Holy crap. The Tick Rules has picked up a shirt that says Craig is the manliest of all the Tick Rules. Listen, that's what you deal with when you deal with the punk rock of podcasting right here. Thank you so much. And I need to stop, because we don't have the notifications turned on tonight because we're doing a podcast, but this has to be talked about. This is insane. Zim has donated $123.45
What?
tonight. Zim donated $123.45 right now. Says, "Hey guys, this will be the last week I get to watch the show for about a year while I go play in the sandbox. Hope to see some great shows this week. Love you both." Zim, wow.
Zim,
Jeez Louise.
thank you. I'm speechless.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane.
And geez, we're gonna miss you.
Yeah,
Take
that's
care
crazy.
of yourself.
I don't know what the sandbox means. It sounds really scary and intimidating. But Zim, I want to thank you so much for that. And that means the world to us, man. That is crazy. Zim, XIM right there. Zimmerment. Zim, I just call him Zim. Zim, thank you so much. That's insane. Please.
Sounds like military.
That's what it sounds like to me. Yeah, if we get some hearts in both the YouTube and the Twitch chat for Zim right there, that's insane.
Much respect.
That amount of support is, I mean, you literally doubled the revenue over double the revenue this show makes in a month on YouTube. So that is amazing, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate that. Zim.
I'll tell you right now, the next month of shows dedicated to Zim.
Whoa, is that what it takes? So $123.45?
Well, the fact that we can now do the show for another month.
Well, we can do the show for about. Well, I mean, we lose money every single time we do the show, but it certainly does help, man. Thank you so much. That is insane.
Listen, when you're gonna contribute to this show, and then say I'll see you guys in a year, you deserve a month of dedication. So
I'm with you.
We appreciate that very, very much. Thanks for watching. Yeah, for sure.
Zim is correct. Yes, Zim says it's the military. So,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Much respect. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. So we better take this show and bring it up. I mean, we're going straight to the top here, straight to the mountaintop. It's insane. Awesome. Then Alex picked up a Mr. Zucchini Dude t-shirt. Says, "Hey Craig, I really hope you continue to do well if possible. Could you give my YouTube channel a shout out? My username is Hidden Gem Gamers. I focus on old games that are hidden gems. I also review popular games as if they if I think they were talking about. Hey, check out Hidden Gym Gamers.
There you go. Sweet.
There you go. Nice. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Man, we're down. We have 12 shirts left. You better pick them up. They're
Hey.
going to be gone.
Can I just take one moment before we move on with this show? And
Please.
just say we have an excellent community brewing here of some sweet, cool people. That's it.
I agree. I think, that's something that, look, the haters are getting out, and that's fine. We're always going to have haters because because when you're the punk rock of podcasting,
Oh yeah.
it's just what happens. Look, I never thought,
Mhm.
I never thought that at 39 years old, someone would say you're the punk rock of anything. But
Yeah.
here we are at 39, 37, punking it out.
The world is upside down, Craig. And here's the deal. Any hater coming to our show, coming into our house, they're the square old dad of the 1950s that didn't want the rock and roll.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So that's it. That's the way it goes from here on out.
They didn't like Elvis. They didn't like the Beatles. They didn't like the Doors. They're saying turn down that music.
It's funny. I tweeted just the other day. You know why we're here in 2021 and everything's so upside down and crazy?
What's that?
Elvis
Mm-hmm.
wiggling his hips on
He
TV.
did it. Congratulations.
Yep, it's all his fault.
There you go.
All right, let's get going here.
Okay.
Let's do
So
this.
look, okay. Like I said, there's a lot of craziness happening in the world. And another segment we like to do on the regular is just a simple segment where this show's about observations. We talk about things that we see. And that's a very simple concept, but it's something that is not done enough, right?
Mhm.
Conversation about observation. And Brad, you saw something today that made us go, what are we doing?
Yeah. And that's the name of the segment. What are we doing? Yeah, I saw this today. I don't even know where I saw it, but I saved the image as soon as I saw it because I was like, I got to talk about this. Can we just slow down? Can we slow down here and talk about this? This is a grocery store somewhere that has tagged their food brands with what ethnicity, what color, what race the owner of the business is. Now, do we need this? Really? Like, is this not the definition of racism? That you're going to choose your food based on the color of the skin of the owner of it? I mean, for real. I instantly thought of this, okay? Are we not doing this? You go there, you look like this, you go over there, or you look like this, you eat this food, or you make a decision based on this. Like it stopped me in my tracks because I don't know what to do with this.
I would love to look. If we have, I just want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
You, gentle viewer, please tell us what your thoughts are on this image here because it is fascinating. Zinger says, "Whoa, is this for real?"
I'm pretty sure this is real. Look, you can zoom in on it. It doesn't look photoshopped.
Can you scroll down a little bit? Maybe we can see the brand here.
Well, we got Goya.
No, the actual brand of the is there any branding for the on the tags, price tags?
On the tags.
Right.
No, I tried to look into it. I don't know where.
Filter says giant food. I'm not familiar with giant food.
Giant food. Look, is this going to help anybody when you're picking out your rice? Is this really going to help you? I'm genuinely asking if this is something that you need to pick out your food, and if this is how you pick out your food. I don't know. I don't ever think about these things when I shop for food. Some might look at that and think that that's a problem, that I don't think about who owns the company and what race they are. But are we not? Is this not a modern day version of this in some way? You got your white owned businesses go that way. Your colored businesses go that way. Make your decision. So it just made me say, hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? Are we really going to go down this road? I mean, I
don't
really
know
want
what
to hear. I want
I
to hear from
legit-
somebody that
yeah,
thinks this is good, a good
like,
idea.
like I would love to hear, Latin person, black person, whatever, however you identify. I like to call you a person, right?
Mhm.
I would just love to hear your thoughts on this, right? If you feel like this is, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know. That's literally why we have this segment. What are we doing? We show you something, and we really don't have that much more to say about it because it's just one of those things where in this point in time, all you have to say is what are we doing? It's something new every day.
I don't know. Go real quick. Can you scroll up real fast?
That's the whole picture, basically.
Actually, there's a really. This is so our mother watches this show, and she says I didn't even notice this. Teriyaki Rice by a black owned company. Are you crossing the line? Is that appropriation?
No,
I don't know.
it can't be. No way.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's just too much. I don't understand the rules anymore. I think that's that's the point. I don't know what we're doing anymore. Can somebody please explain it to me?
So Zen Gamer Max comes in and says, Hispanic living in South Texas. We've had a Hispanic foods aisle in most parts of Texas, but I usually look for certain types of candy in Topo Chico. Right. I think there's a difference between having an aisle for Italian food or Hispanic food as opposed to having an aisle that says Hispanic owned, right? Or black owned or white owned. Like that's like I think having an aisle for those things, that just makes it easier to find those things, right? That's for the ease of the shopper.
Yeah.
I need to find some noodles for my pasta. Okay, well go down the pasta aisle. I need to find some meat for some stew. Go down the meat aisle. I need some tortillas for some tacos. You go down the Mexican food aisle, right? It just makes it easier to find those things. But if they were to take those aisles and put them into broken, I can't even believe I'm saying this. It's insane. The idea of taking those aisles and saying this is where the white companies are. This is where the black companies are. These are the Hispanic. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, what I'd like to see is more of this store because I'm curious to know if that label is on every single food label and every single food in the entire store. Like, is this on every single thing, or is this just the rice aisle? I don't know.
Travis comes in. He says, having said that, I think in this day and age, I get what they're doing. They're trying to say, if you think there was racial injustice in the world, then you can support a black-owned company to help them out if you want, or whatever. Having said that, I think it's stupid, and I think it's going too far, and I think doing something like this makes it so anyone is going to get offended about anything. And I think it just helps people get offended, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe we're on that train. Maybe we fell into it. But for me, it's legitimately just modern day segregation. It's just it's just segregation. There's no modern day. It's just segregation. It creates another point of divisiveness. And the beautiful thing about having any sort of capitalist entity or country or environment is the idea that if your product is good, it will survive. If your product is deemed better than the others, it will be successful. The market decides which stays and which goes. So
I could understand that the idea because people do think this way. Like, if there's racial injustice in the world, you want to know who owns a company, right? And so you might think that, like, well, I should support the black owned company because if you're in the line of thinking like, well, these certain people over here in column A need more support than the people in column B, if that's the way you think, then this is how you're going to choose your food. But then you're going to get your cart filled up, and then you're going to be like, okay, I've got 12 Hispanic owned companies. I've got 12 black owned companies. I've got 12 white owned like it's shopping. It's just a grocery basket full of food. And really like, okay, so let's say you buy that certain food and you don't like it. Do you keep buying it just because of the race of the owner? You know, and not just who owns it, but how many employees are at that company? What's the racial percentage? What's the span there? How's the diversity there? Let's get deep into this, right? Like you can't just slap a label on things. But anyway, I'm going to pull back from this, let you guys just absorb it.
Chancho says, as a Mexican, I look at it as this. Don't you feel sorry for the brown person? Throw them a few bucks and make them feel better about yourself. Right. Yeah.
And imagine
I don't know.
Imagine you don't like it. Like imagine you don't like the rice and you're like, geez, it's really not that good. Their product's not really that good, but I feel bad for them. So I'm just going to keep like supporting their business. Like it just creates a whole big mess of bleh. It doesn't mean anything.
The beautiful thing about this is that beautiful thing about doing this show live is that we can get help from folks. And Vilcher sent this over to me just now via the whispers on Twitch. This is a statement. This is the statement of Giant Foods. You know, this is the food article from supermarketnews.com, everyone's favorite website for supermarket news. Giant Food to highlight minority owners, suppliers on shelves. Okay. The statement from Giant President Ira Rice. Giant Food is proud to better highlight our diverse suppliers. We're committed to making it easier for customers to identify product attributes that are important to them by fostering a diverse and inclusive network of suppliers that reflect the unique backgrounds and experience of our Giant family, our customers and communities. Awesome. So that's their statement right there, right? Mm-hmm. Once again, I think in an environment, especially like a supermarket, the best product wins. That's just how it works, right? Now, I'll give you one guess as to the ethnicity of the president of Giant Foods, Ira Rice. One guess.
I'm not going to say anything, Craig, because if I
ding,
make
ding,
a
ding,
guess,
ding, ding.
okay,
it's a white guy.
Okay,
it's a white guy. So
I was scared. I got scared there.
Is this a white guy telling everybody how? Like, is he white splaining? I don't know. I'm just, it just seems
right now. It becomes like, oh, the question is like, hey. Are these other companies selling more now because they needed the help of the white guy? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know these things. I certainly did not expect to talk about that for 15 minutes.
I did not either. We can move on.
Oh man. Travis says this conversation should be had, but for sure not over food.
Yeah.
I didn't know that grocery store chains felt the need to get in touch to the social conversation, but that's great.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe rice is highlight. Maybe rice is just a big deal in this country right now because Uncle Ben's rice got changed around and they removed Uncle Ben from the logo, and rice is it's really important to know.
Let me. I want to take these last two comments here from the chat, and these are outstanding here. Tattoo Game says, my biggest question is, how is this helping us in the long run? The only thing it's doing is separating us on a global scale instead of bringing us together. And then GoFundMe's with the opposite side of the coin, saying, I would not consider it segregation per se. We are forcing anyone to make a purchase because of color, but it could be perceived as encouraging discrimination or supporting the race you want to support, right? So let's just say a Hispanic guy goes in, right, and he sees that there's I don't know if there's white owned labels on the business. I don't know. They didn't show it on there, but let's just say the Hispanic guy goes in and he looks at there's one that says white owned, there's one that says black owned, right? And he's like, I don't trust that. Insert whatever owned here, right? And he decides to go with that because he has a little bit of racism in him. I like it could like this. These type of things could could potentially divide even further, which is fascinating to think about.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's exactly what it is, because instead of looking at each other going like, oh, you do a great job, it's not as simple as that anymore. Like, oh,
Mhm.
your rice is great. You do a great job making rice. It's
Yes.
not as simple as that. It can't be. What color are you?
I don't know.
It makes your rice taste better.
It's not, is your rice good? Yeah. Is your rice good? No. I don't even know what we're doing.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Invader, thank you so much for resubbing tier 1 for 8 months. Really great conversation from you guys. Once again, we encourage it. I love the different points of view we've seen in the chat, and I've tried to highlight them as much as I can while we're doing this. This show is about you and conversation. So please, let's continue it on. And that was just the what are we doing?
I know
That
that's
was just
supposed
a
to be
little-
like a really short segment. And I have
Right.
so many more questions, but my mind doesn't want to wrap itself around that for too much longer. We've got so
man.
much in store.
Tai real quick comes in and says, I don't think so, which again makes white default. Kind of racist. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Just everyone just eat the food you want to eat because it tastes good. I think that's
Yeah, how
probably
about
the
that?
best way to-
Oh,
How
yeah,
about
that sounds
How about
great.
that? Yeah. Okay, what's the next story you want to talk about, Rob?
All right. So much has happened since our last show. It seems like our society is moving at warp speed, just getting on through these things. We went through Dr. Seuss last week, Tim Allen. We went through whatever cartoon you want to talk about. We got to knock these things out and cancel them out and look at ourselves and our history and shame ourselves until we have nothing. And this one stuck out over the weekend to me because it just made me go, oh, like, yeah, this is not going to stop. This is just going to keep on going. And it's about our old friend from Warner Brothers, Pepe Le Pew. A New York Times op-ed writer claims the skunk perpetuated rape culture. Now, when you read this article, here's the deal. Before we get into this story, I want to say something. Okay, Craig and I, when we talk about this stuff, we're going to pull up articles. We're going to pull up these articles so you don't have to. Stop clicking on these articles, because here's the deal. Every time we click on these articles and talk about these things, we're feeding the machine. Okay? New York Times op-ed writer claims skunk perpetuated rape culture is there. So you click on it and we all talk about it like it's actually happening, right? When really it's just a single New York Times op-ed writer who all of a sudden had a problem with a cartoon that debuted in 1945 and had 16 cartoons. And the other times you've seen Pepe Le Pew in anything has been a cameo or a side role or something like that. He's not even like a superstar prominent cartoon, but we got to pick. We got to nitpick here. But we got to stop feeding this machine. And I just want to preface this story with that. So
Now,
I'm not going to.
We
Go
want
ahead.
to be clear also. Aiden says TMZ is nothing but bullcrap garbage. Yes, but TMZ is essentially writing a story about the New York Times writer claiming this. So this is,
Yeah.
right.
So my point is just, yeah, normally I do not click on TMZ articles, but I just needed to pull something up here to let you know that this article was written. And very, very quickly after that, Speedy Gonzalez was was the next follow-up. And it seemed like a lot of the Hispanic culture was like, no, leave him alone. We really like Speedy Gonzalez. And that seems to typically be the case.
I don't
like,
know who's the other person on the other one. The Mammy Two Shoes? What is that?
I've never even heard of Mammy Two Shoes. I don't know.
Okay.
But I wanted to focus on Pepe Le Pew because I was like, I feel like I had seen some cartoons where. So the whole idea is Pepe Le Pew falls in love, and he's a French kind of romantic stereotype, and the irony is that he's a stinky skunk, right? And he's going after this this cat all the time. It's not even a skunk. And the cat is always like, get away from me. And he's always kissing on her and showing affection and just trying to woo her, right? So I was like, I feel like I've seen Penelope, the pussycat, kiss Pepe Le Pew. And so I found this little clip here. Oh, look at that. Hold on. He's got mistletoe. So maybe it's not true. We got to cancel mistletoe because look at what the kids are going to think if they watch it. Let's watch it again.
It's a must.
If a girl don't like you, approach her with mistletoe.
That's right.
Then she will fall in love with you. Okay, so all the little children that watch Pepe Le Pew are going to be absorbing this idea that if you walk around with mistletoe, you will get the girl. This was just another example. I don't know why Pepe Le Pew is blue here, but here's Penelope. She's
Pepe Le
looking-
Blue.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so he's like, I got to get out of here, and she's going after him. Right. This is from this For Sentimental Reasons. And he says, it is possible to be too attractive. So I just wanted to point out that he did get the girl a few times out of the handful of movies that he made.
But
And-
think about all the times he didn't, Brad.
I know.
No, look, here's the thing. I got to be honest. For me, this is like,
Stupid?
I've never thought Pepe Le Pew was like, I never enjoyed a Pepe Le Pew cartoon. He's like the French character all the way in the back.
Mhm.
For me, this always goes back to when we look at these characters, these fictional characters that are being canceled, right?
Mhm.
Travis brings us up really quick. Travis early on says, goes back to like with all these things, I get their point, but they over exaggerate the issue and make it into something when it's really not. And follows up with, no kid became a rapist because of Pepe, right?
Right.
And I think that's what it really boils down to me is if you
Yeah.
can find a literally one single person who's ever been like, Pepe Le Pew made me do it.
Yeah.
I watched too many Pepe Le Pew cartoons
Mhm.
and I saw it and I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
And Pepe Le Pew, that stinky freaking skunk,
Mhm.
he was so persistent. And I said, I gotta be like Pepe.
Yeah.
I gotta be like Pepe. And if you can literally find one person, okay,
Mhm.
cool. I'm okay.
Yeah.
One is too many. Totally get it. But
Mhm.
if I challenge you.
You're just curious.
Yes.
Is there one? Yeah, I've been curious too. How many racists have we raised by reading Dr. Seuss? Now that that's in our national conversation, right?
Crazy.
And here's what I was thinking about earlier today. I thought if you think that our mind is so delicate as a child that we can see an image in a book on page whatever, and it will create this idea and morph our thoughts into a little bit more racist than I was before because of the subconscious imagery or whatever, how it affects us. If you think that, I beg you to consider this idea. Now that you're an adult, consider the possibility that the media you're watching today is having an effect on how you think, right? That
Well,
maybe
I'm just saying, I've watched tons of crime dramas, tons
Mhm.
of them, where
did you
there
ever
are.
murder anybody?
Well, that's just it. I don't even know how many times I've seen people get shot in a TV show,
Mhm.
and there have been times where no, it's
No.
so stupid, it's so ridiculous. Tai brings up another really great point. Tai says, Miss Piggy is the one who perpetuates rape culture and abuse. She hits Kermit. Why is that not being talked about?
Yeah, totally.
'Cause she's a
Absolutely.
pig.
I didn't
That's
even
why.
yeah, because she's a pig. And that would be woman shaming on some degree or something like that. I'm not saying women are pig, but
Well, and let's just say that. Why is Miss Piggy a pig?
yeah.
Are you saying that women are pigs, Jim Henson?
Yeah. Well,
Spit on
Jim
your
Henson's
grave.
dead.
I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my
I'm not gonna-
gosh,
I-
Craig.
I-
This
I feel
show's getting so punk rock.
Listen, I got to be honest. I'm going to retract that statement. I remember when I found out that Jim Henson died, I literally walked outside I don't know, I may have been 5 or 6 years old. I remember this is a very true story.
Mhm.
I remember being told, I guess by mom, that Jim Henson had died,
Mhm.
or I saw it on the news or something.
Yeah, I remember. I remember
And
when
the-
that happened. Yeah.
And the following morning, I'm not kidding, I woke up, I walked outside, I laid on the trampoline with my underwear on. I didn't even put clothes on. I walked outside with the underwear on. I laid back on the trampoline and I looked to the sky. And I remember just thinking, like, Jim Henson's up there. The world isn't as good as it was before. And I remember thinking that. I know, like for a little kid, it was crazy.
Little kid sitting in his underwear, staring at the sky, thinking about Jim Henson being off in heaven.
That's right. It's crazy.
That's a sad thought. Yeah. So I think the thing is, like, both you and I, we grew up with this stuff. And I think a lot of people that watch this show grew up with this stuff. The Muppets, Disney stuff. We went to Disney a bunch as a kid. We love this stuff. And we really don't, like, did we turn out terrible? Did you turn out terrible from all this stuff?
Well, it depends who you ask. It sure depends who you ask, because I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people who used to follow me who hate me now. Because the same people who don't want athletes to stick to sports want me to stick to games, which is fascinating, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. Just to cap off my story here real quick. If we want to go down this road, this is what I love to do. I love to take things to the extreme. If we want to go down this road, let's go down this road.
So do they, which is great.
So let's do it. Pepe Le Pew was in an AT&T commercial some years back. And here he is. It was about connecting with your loved ones. And here they are perpetuating rape culture. So AT&T needs to disavow having Pepe Le Pew. Look, it says Pepe Le Pew propel Valentine's Day commercial. Maybe he's propelling rape culture. So they need to answer to that. Now, one more thing we're forgetting. You mentioned Miss Piggy, which is really the good one to point out here. But here's Fifi La Fume from Tiny Toons Adventures. Okay. Now, Fifi, if you don't remember, Fifi is a young purple and white female skunk who wears a pink bowed ribbon in her hair. She attends Acme University and lives in Acme Acres. Fifi, now get this, is based on her mentor and favorite teacher.
God, what are we doing?
Can you believe we watched this as children?
I don't remember.
How many little girls watched Fifi La Fume and grew up thinking that that's how you're supposed to treat men? So anyway, so who's to answer to this? Well, I'll tell you who. Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers needs to go back and reevaluate their entire existence in film and cartoons. Okay, there, I did it.
Well, you know the most fascinating thing about it?
What?
AT&T owns Warner Brothers.
It's all tied together. So here, so look,
Illuminati.
Yeah, like you can go down this road all you want. Like I would prefer it if everybody who creates these articles, like that New York Times writer, like, can we just get to the end here and just be like, okay, it's the whole world, all of it. Okay, let's just scrap it all. We need to burn it down. Just get there, because I don't like having to go through cartoon conversation to get there.
Well, real quick, there actually is breaking news on this, Brad.
Oh,
breaking news, which I have not shared with you yet. But Pepe Le Pew has been axed from the Space Jam sequel, even before the controversy. I know.
They got to clarify, and it was before the controversy. Okay.
Right.
Now hold on, just one moment here, because the screen was too small. Make the screen bigger.
Oh, I got you. Hold on.
All right, I need to make space for what I'm about to do. No, you make our screens bigger.
Oh, make us bigger? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Read me the title of the article and go.
Okay. Pepe Le Pew axed from Space Jam sequel even before controversy.
What? I just wanted to do that.
That's great. Nice. Colin knew it was coming, which is good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Chancho says, well, I'm getting grumpy. I'm gonna hop off before I lose my chill.
No. Stay on the show.
Yeah,
we got some good stuff.
Hang with us. It's okay. Hey,
Yeah.
Spaz, by the way, Spaz with 300 bits, he's going to Finland to go meet some indie indie devs over there. Good luck with you, Spaz. Congratulations, man. I do see your message and I appreciate that. Chancho also gifted a tier 1 sub to Yeet Ulrich. That's awesome.
Cool.
So let me continue this real quick. I want to make sure that we're all aware and we know Pepe's fate. All right, so he's been axed from it. Now, here's the thing. It says, a new Deadline report explains that the Looney Tunes character actually had a scene written into the movie early on in production when director Terrence Nance was still at the helm. Apparently, there was a Casablanca-like scene in which Pepe played a bartender and tried kissing the arm of a human character portrayed by actress Gracie Santo. Deadline says Santo, this is amazing. Deadline says Santo pulls back and slaps Pepe silly, and LeBron James actually gave him a pep talk of sorts, letting him know it wasn't cool to get grabby without consent.
All right. I'm glad it was cut. Okay.
It's like LeBron James. When did LeBron James become everything that is like the guy who's letting everybody know what's right in the world? When did LeBron James do that?
I don't know. I can't even imagine that in a movie, in a kid's movie. Hey, cartoon character, listen. Let me give you some advice on how to treat women. Oh, gosh. Please make it stop. But look, this is my point. We're talking about it so you don't have to. Quit paying attention to it, okay? Just stop clicking on this stuff because that's what's perpetuating this spiral. It's all about clicks. It's all about getting the advertising revenue. Just quit it. They're going to keep going with this until, until it's all gone. So anyway.
Oh, wow, that's fascinating stuff. Okay, and wow, I like that's just amazing to me. I still go back to LeBron James is one of the biggest hypocrites in the entire world, and people are open to listening to this guy speak about these issues. What are we doing? Oh, can we just change the entire show? The name is just "What Are We Doing" with Craig and Brad. That's on weekdays.
Yeah, yeah. At this point. That's becoming the show. But we do have some good stuff. Let's mix it up. You want to get to my shameful past?
Yeah. We've been talking about this we talked about things for 47 minutes and 23 seconds.
But by the way, this 47 minutes was supposed to be done in about probably 20.
Yeah, right. So we've carried on. But hopefully this last little video will take about 10. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh man, Strapple says LeBron is a great activist in his Ohio community. Outside of that, he's just a shill for the highest bidder. Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, straight up, he built a school for kids. I think that's outstanding stuff. But just go look up LeBron James China. That's all you need to do. And the NBA China. It's ridiculous. And whatever. Okay. Okay, so the thumbnail of today's episode,
oh boy,
featuring you.
Yeah,
this is what we're about to do is very scary.
This is dangerous. Look, I'm putting myself out there with this. This might be the end of all the things I've ever done of my career. This could end me. So this is dangerous.
I agree. This is very dangerous to do, and just given the fact that we are in the year 2021, and we're talking about something that you did in the year 1994. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna watch this thing, and what was your idea behind wanting to show this exactly?
We hold a lot of people accountable these days for things they've done in their past. And I made this video when I was 11 years old. And to me, it was just a funny bit. I didn't really know what I was doing. You'll see at the beginning, I preface this. I preface this video with, this is just a film of a karate guy, right? It had nothing to do with race. This was based off of my love of Karate Kid. It was just based on the fact that we found this what are those robes called? Those Chinese robes.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah,
our parents had one. Our parents had one. I found it in the closet, it spurred my imagination. I found some foam, like a block of foam, and and what kid doesn't like the karate chop foam, right? So I set this up, and the whole idea was that I was going to just be this karate guy and just do a bit where I keep chopping it down to the smallest thing that I could make it. Now, I put makeup on. This was a film that I was making. But today, look, if I made this, first of all, I would not make this today. But I'm showing it to you here because I want us to observe it together. And I want to know, is this offensive? Is this something that should get me canceled in the year 2021? Something I did when I was 11 years old. Is this 11-year-old the result of everything we've been talking about? Is this the result of reading Dr. Seuss when I was a child?
I think you're already canceled before you even got started. But before we do this, make sure you guys, if you're watching over on YouTube, let's get a little like spike right now. Thumbs up on the video right now so we can drive up the YouTube algorithm, which is great. Okay, are you ready for this?
Oh boy, Craig, yeah.
Hal says, well, you should have known better.
Yeah.
All right, so this is 1994.
Mm-hmm.
Begin.
The film you're about to see, the film you're about to see is a karate guy. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, bye.
I'd also like to point out that at this point, you are so ahead of the curve of you. You're not just. I mean, you're doing this before years before anybody's doing that. You know, you're literally filming yourself in a mirror, which is good.
Yeah.
So
I clarified, just so you know, this is a film
Mhm.
about a karate guy.
Yes,
That's the extent of my imagination here. Okay.
Shrapple coming in. I had those bunk beds, big vibes. You know it. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, here we go.
Are you offended yet?
How are you feeling, Brad?
I'm fine. Look, here's the deal. I know myself. I know who I am. Okay. I'm not going to apologize for this. I'm not going to feel bad about this because it did not come from a place of ugliness. Okay. I want to clarify that before we move forward, because I think a lot of people are going to watch this and with a 2021 mindset and go, okay, but just play it. I'm not going to apologize for this. I'm excited to put this out in the world.
Right, here we go. Obviously, you do not know how to speak any sort of Japanese, Chinese, anything like that.
Of course I don't. Of course I don't. You know who I remember this specifically. You know who I'm trying to be like this amalgamation of any kind of cool martial artist guy, Mr. Miyagi, because I love the Karate Kid movies. Like it honestly like doesn't even have anything, like I said, it doesn't have anything to do with race. This is just a character in a bit.
Hal says his grandpa was extremely racist because of this video.
Wow.
Oh, man. Here we go. Yeah, you think of like Chad Cole mentions Three Ninjas right at the time.
Yeah, those movies. Sidekicks with Jonathan Brandis, Three Ninjas. Look, I'm doing the Karate Kid thing there.
Straight out of Karate Kid 2.
Yeah. He's embarrassed. Didn't work out the first time.
You failed pretty good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tattoo Game says, bring honor to family bread. You bring only shame.
Yes. We sent this to America's Funniest Home Videos.
Uh-oh.
We made. Oh, I hurt myself. I see. I'm shaking it off.
Getting hyped up.
I don't want to embarrass myself.
There you go. Nailed it.
There we go. You want to try? I don't. I guess I'm instructing how to do this properly.
Mm-hmm.
Which it all revolves around the ice blocking technique, the ice chopping technique of Karate Kid 2.
Oh, breathe in, breathe out. There you go.
Yep. Now, yeah, so pause it real quick. So we sent this to America's Funniest Home Videos because when I made this and we watched it as a family, I remember us all laughing. This was funny because it was just funny, straight up, nothing else. It was just funny. And looking back, I remember thinking like, oh, it never ended up on the show. I get why they wouldn't put it on the show. I would totally know why they wouldn't put it on America's Funniest Home Videos now.
You know why? Now, but then they wouldn't because it was 5 minutes long.
That's true. It was way too long.
Yeah. Real quick, Colin says, "Tell me you didn't do Karate Kid or fight like Dragon Ball Z as a kid." Right. Here, check it out. Jeff Raptor fan says, "I'm a person of Asian descent. I'm not offended by this."
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should be.
Yeah.
Listen to this real quick. Zim came back again
Mm-hmm.
with a $71.
Are you kidding me?
$71 says to celebrate making it to 71.
Wow.
And to help fund Brad's re-education.
Thank you. I needed it. I've learned nothing since 1994.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Shrapple is asking about the music video. Can you tell people about the music in the video? Because, by the way, we're not done yet with that.
Yeah. The music came straight off of a keyboard that our grandma got us in 1989. And it was a great keyboard. I made a lot of my very first songs on that keyboard as a kid. You just push the demo on different demo settings and you make up a song over it. Maybe one day I'll share those with you here on Weekdays with Craig and Brad. But yeah, Casio, that's exactly right. There's a Casio keyboard. I have the actual model number saved on eBay because I'm hoping to rebuy it someday.
That's awesome.
It's got a lot of great 80s, 90s sounds on it.
Hey, Zim, thank you again. Like, we can't tell you how much we genuinely appreciate you literally doubling the budget for the show this month based off the last 58 minutes of fun. Let's continue on with this masterpiece.
Yeah. Yeah.
You getting it down? Oh,
Last one. That's Adam Sandler there.
Very Adam Sandler, absolutely.
Look at the focus.
You were a little actor.
Yep.
So excited.
Look. This is improv.
You got to cover up.
Yeah.
How's a
Totally.
good question? What does E mean in Chinese? Oh man,
Maybe-
go through.
Maybe I wasn't Chinese here. Maybe I was just a character.
Yeah, just a Chinese.
I mean, that's what I said at the beginning of the video. I'm just a karate guy.
I appreciate that you're still going so hard on this.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the bit. This would be funny today. As far as a karate guy chopping down a piece of wood.
still going.
Yeah. It's committed.
We're closing in. That started off so big.
Power level is over 9,000.
There you go. That's right, Noodles. Oh, is that Ninja
Shame.
Vanish? Me failure.
Yep.
All
There
right.
you have it. All right. What do you think, world? Should I be canceled? Did I do something completely horrendous and terrible, or was I just an 11-year-old boy being a karate guy? You tell me.
Hey, I think that's really important that we ask that question, and let's just get rid of all your music, get rid of your entire career, and let's just take your kids away from you right now. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I probably deserve the worst.
Yeah, for sure. I'll tell you what. Let us know what Brad's punishment should be in the comments below as we try to feed the Al Gore rhythm here on YouTube right now. Let's watch Al Gore do his thing.
I'm Al Gore, the voice of your generation. Young people today, let me ask you this. How can we party? The earth is so big. Can we party? I'm Al Gore, the voice of your generation. Party.
Does it make you happy?
Love the comments. I'm looking at the comments. Oh gosh, what was it? His punishment is to do the same thing as an adult.
There you go, the guy. Right. Nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You are canceled, but not for that. You're canceled because me failure.
Oh man.
Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Someone will find me
Mhm.
and pull me off the internet at some point. But that's what punk rock is, isn't it? Getting pulled off stage for rocking too hard.
We are the rebellion right now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The punk rock of podcast.
Yeah.
This weird, stupid thing.
I love it. Honestly, I love it. And look, like the reason like I share that with you is because like that's the whole point. People right now are hiding from their past and feeling like they need to be ashamed of any sort of, any sort of embarrassment or something wrong that anybody can point at them right now. I'm putting it in front of you right now because guess what? I'm not a bad person. I don't care. Like I did that when I was a kid. You probably did something similar. So what? Let's laugh at it together and just go, that was ridiculous.
Right. And it's okay. It's like, it goes back to, would you do it again today? Nah, because you want to know why? You're not 11.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, there you go.
Totally. Well, thanks for watching that with me, everybody. I appreciate that.
That's the first time I've seen that since 1995 or whenever it was, 1994. And that was legitimately exactly the way I remembered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Pretty crazy.
That was a quality film of the time. It's a little, I'd like to go back through now as Disney does. And we should have put a disclaimer on the beginning of this show. Actually, I meant to tell you.
Oh, that's right. Maybe we'll do that starting tomorrow. We'll put disclaimers in front of all episodes to let people know that, there's uncomfortable subjects being discussed in this episode.
Yeah.
I love it. Vilcher says, hey, you're just getting ahead of the cancel culture like Dr. Seuss. That's right. You just got to get ahead of it, That's all.
You just got to get ahead of it, But now what you got to do is go through my entire catalog of music, anything I've ever written or said, and really just overthink it all.
I wonder if it's funny. I was gonna say like maybe they should when listing music they should put like tags like we talked about with the grocery store chain that says like Hispanic owned artist or Hispanic music, but we do have that, right? Like we actually have that now, which is amazing. So
yeah. It's crazy. Look, I had a guy. This last week has been crazy for me because if you're following along, I had a viral tweet go out last week, and I've received so much feedback from people. Some people agreeing with that tweet, some people coming after me saying like, oh, you're just a racist. I've been called a racist so much this last week, more than I've ever been called a racist in my entire life because of a tweet. And I have this guy I'm friends with on Facebook, and he's trying to peg me down as a racist. He sent me this video clip, actually, which is ironic, of this Asian woman who's getting mocked at by white people that are going up to her while she's on film, and they're doing these racially insensitive things that where they go up and they sound like I did when I was 11. And I'm like, the guy sent it to me. He's like, this ought to cheer you up. He's trying to make me feel bad, trying to put me in a corner. I'm like, first of all, there's just a-holes in the world. I would never treat anybody like that. I would never, I never have, I never will. So, am I responsible for all the a-holes in the world? Are you responsible? No, they're just out there. That's all.
It's fascinating as we wrap up here. You said you've been called a racist more times last week than you have in your entire life. Like, I remember the first time I was called a racist, and I was called a racist by a 20-something white girl. Mm-hmm. And the first time I was called a racist was in May of 2020 mm-hmm. by a 20-something-year-old white girl. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? Like, it was the first time in my life. It was fascinating. I was like, really? You dumb kid? Or you're going to, okay, that's great. Love it.
you
dumb
kid, get off my lawn.
Right,
you don't know racism. Get out of here.
Oh, man. Zim came in with 10 gifted subs over on Twitch. Zim, you hold this up.
You are a freaking legend today, man.
That's crazy.
Totally. Balls.
If you got gifted a sub, consider paying it forward. That's all we ask, and do something nice for somebody. That's all we do is just ask. Just do something nice. Make someone else's day feel better. Mm-hmm. Cameron followed over on Twitch, and Omega Flare also followed over on Twitch. 10 gifted subs. Zim, thank you so much for holding the stream up today. Doubling the budget. Outstanding. I would like to go back to, we would like to advertise the show, but YouTube literally won't let us. So growing the show is going to be on everybody. If we're going to grow this thing at all, we're going to need your help. So let a friend know that this show exists, so we can continue to make it, continue to grow. And with your support, whether it's through Patreon, through support like Zim had tonight, or subs or bits over on Twitch, that stuff helps this thing go, man. Oh, look at this. Shrap will come in with 2,000 bits. That's amazing. It says, first time I caught you guys on Twitch after watching on the YouTube vids, enjoying the discourse. Shrapple, now that you're here, you get what it's about. It's about discourse and talk. It's not about convincing you to think a certain way. Those who say that, they don't actually listen to what you're saying, which is fascinating. So it's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Shrapple. That really means a lot. We record the show every Sunday through Thursday night over on Twitch and on YouTube. So, Brad, you got anything else before we finish up here?
Me failure.
Okay. Aiden puts a nice bow in it, saying that girl is dumb. That's right. That's right, Aiden. She's a dumb girl. Hey, Camilio, thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button over on YouTube. Hopefully everybody does. Let's continue to grow this thing, guys, and let's keep going. Hal lets it know he doubled down. We'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and come join me over on twitch.tv/CraigSkits for my regular live streams. I got big news coming up on Monday about them. So we'll see you guys later on. Bye, Brad.
See you later.